Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you for being here. And no, he has not been found. And okay, so Brian Enton does a series called The Missing, and today they did a story on Quinton. They did 2 videos, so we're going to watch those videos. And I was going to also pull up the update from 3 days ago just to have a look at the pictures and kind of look at the words that they used, the police, when they talked about how they're still searching and that kind of thing. Yeah, they say that it wasn't Summer. Chasing Truth, or I'm sorry, Cam and Ellie got, I always do that, cracking cases. They got an email from the father of that little girl who, go to their channel because I haven't gotten fully updated besides that it was not her, which I kind of was skeptical anyways, but I don't know. High hopes. Hey, Gregory. Hey, Violet. Hey, Jody. Hey, Pointer Lover, Muffy, Ava, Johnny, Vicky. Hey, Allie, Charlie, Punksy. Hey, Chemistry Queen. Hey, Cheryl, Jordan. I know, I like that one too. Cool Gamer, Jay Butter. Hey, Kay. Let's see. Thank you, Punksy. And who was the new member? That's already gone. Hey, Sophie Grace. Let me see. Tony, thank you for joining. I so appreciate that. So let me just go ahead and first pull up that new update. Well, not new, it's 3 days old. And then I'll pull up the new videos, which are from like 30 minutes to like an hour ago. Well, they came out right when I scheduled this. I watched one of them. Honestly, I don't know, what's in the second one. So we'll just find out together. I didn't think it looked like her. See, I was like I thought it kind of did. What got me was like them pointing out that they both had that like a mark on their chin. Hey, Sapper, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you. So that mark on the chin, that was like, but I told you all with Summer, as far as her case goes, be on Google Maps and see what you can find. There have been there has been someone out there taking new photos and videos, and maybe one of my most special friends and mods found something really interesting. We're not going to talk about just yet till we make sure that it's been looked at by the right people. But I thought like I could encourage you guys to look around over there too. Hey, allegedly. Okay, so let me pull up this just from the other day. I know that this is 3 days old. I thought some people maybe haven't seen it. And also, I wanted to take a second look at it because I haven't went over it here on my channel. And then we'll get into the new videos. So this photo, man, I was looking at it earlier and showing my family, showing that my son's dad and my mom. And wait. Can you guys, let me see. Nope, I'm going to have to switch my screen share. Okay. Okay. Today, thank God, right? When I saw this, you guys, I'll be honest, I thought, thank God they are searching for another week. You know what I mean? That's really what I thought because I have been so worried. Hey, Parawoman Radio, good to see you. Hey, Izzy. There are new emojis. Like in YouTube or whatever, I can't see them on StreamYard. It's just squares. But I cut out some new membership emojis, though. They're really cute. But I have to get them up soon. I'll get them up soon. Hope you're doing great tonight too, Chemistry Queen. Okay, let's look at their wording here for just a moment. I really want to see, and I look at that picture and you can't help but, I mean, my God, it's a lot still. How, I don't know. And it's just funny that we had people saying they shouldn't take breaks and things like that. You guys, thank God they're looking at it this closely and doing, but I just think it'd be so tough. Even look, you have to have those like respirator, those masks on. Probably really hard to breathe. You think it's hard to breathe in a surgical mask, which I don't know. I've never been in one of those. Maybe it's easier, but still. Doesn't look like the funnest time. And I don't know. I just hope that they find him. You know, I was looking around through there, just looking at what they kind of have to dig through and look through, and just, I don't know. So the photos and videos we've shared over the last 4 weeks show you what a massive yet painstaking effort this has been for every single person involved. We have asked the teams on this search to endure the physical, mental, and emotional burden of reporting to this landfill day after day, knowing that the chances of finding Quinton's remains are low. And we are proud of every member of the Chatham County Police Department, FBI, GBI, Chatham County Sheriffs, and Georgia Department of Natural Resources who has performed this duty with unmatched professionalism. At this point, we do not have a scheduled end date for the landfill search. Meanwhile, our investigative team continues working diligently to uncover and collect every piece of evidence relevant in this case. We remain committed to keeping you updated about our search for Quinton, and we promise we will continue to share important developments as quickly as we can. So that second to last tweet. At this point, we do not have a scheduled end date for the landfill search. That makes me feel better too, because I don't want them to give up until I know it's going to be tough. Thankfully, in Georgia, it's not going to snow. You know, you got to think about like places where Summer Wells is, or out in Idaho, it snows like crazy. In Colorado, where they've been looking for Suzanne Morphew. So, hey, F-bomb mom. That man has to unzip a nasty suitcase. God bless these searcher teams. Absolutely, Slim. I can't believe it. I don't know. Lisa, yes, that's okay. You can ask anything you want. And so Cam and Allie did a video. I just watched like the first half. I had to go finish it. That said they got an email from the young lady's father and that he offered like substantial proof that it was not Summer, pretty much. Hey, Sherry. I think that's all they said. Let me look at their replies just for a second. Heroes at work. Absolutely, they are. See, I want to know. I heard a rumor somewhere that they had a some kind of lead in the case, and I cannot find that anywhere. I don't know if I was half asleep. I don't know what. But now, today, I was trying to find it, and I don't know. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Even though that's pretty vague, but let's go back to the 2 new videos. Okay, so that's what we're going to go to now. Let me see. From News Nation. This is like I said, the missing series. And today they featured Quinton. Let's see what they have to say. If they come out with anything we didn't know and that kind of thing. Let's see. It's muted, so hold on just a second. Let's see. Let me just check the comments, make sure you guys are doing okay, and then we're going to start it. Punksy, thank you again, by the way. I hope I said that and you heard it, but I'm going to say it again. Jana! Oh, my God, my beautiful friend. I've missed you. Hello, Lynn. Hey, Lady V. Muffy Dragon Slayer. Muffy's the bomb. Thank God they have a map of area that those dumpsters dumped the rubbish in the tip. Imagine if they had to search. Yes, I agree. Because don't they have like GPS and they can show where specific dumpsters dumped on what days, which is really awesome that they have that. So hopefully, I mean, it's still weeks and weeks and weeks, and they still have no end date. That just tells you how much they have to go through. They have to go through every little thing. They can't leave one bag tied up, right? Because you got to look inside of everything. That's just horrific to think about. That's what I was thinking about looking at the picture. I'll be honest, there were several like bags and different things. And I'm just thinking, my God, like he could be anywhere, you guys. Okay. So yeah, now it's 4 hours ago since this was posted. So, and then here is the second one. We'll do that one next. I will have to pause you guys, and I apologize ahead of time to keep it fair use. I'll try to do it like every 40 or 50 seconds, even though that's stretching it a little bit. But
the landfill has been going on for over a month now. There are more than 100 people working this case, including FBI agents from across the country who are specifically trained in searching landfills for bodies, just like in this case.
It is just tragic. There's been no arrest. There have been no charges. Is the mom the prime suspect? What do police say?
Absolutely, she is. She's the only suspect police have named so far, and there are a lot of people who are asking.
Look at that beautiful child. My God. He's literally like, I cannot imagine hurting him, or if he got hurt, I cannot imagine doing anything than treating him like the sacred little miracle, little piece of heaven that he was. I cannot. My brain doesn't, I don't get it, you guys.
You know, we are over a month into the 6 weeks into the search since
Those
this little
cheeks.
boy was last seen on October 5th. There's so many people who want to know. You've named a suspect here, but why hasn't she been arrested? Why hasn't she been charged with anything?
Leilani.
Police tell us they're working on building a case. They don't want to prematurely charge anyone in this case because the police chief told me when they make those charges, when they file those charges, they want to make sure they stick.
Hey, Jess.
So where is mom now, and does she have custody of any other children?
We know she has 3 children total. The grandmother, Billie Jo Howell, has custody of 2 of the children. We're not sure about the third one. We've learned from the courts that they did have to go to a custody hearing shortly after this story broke. But we're not sure we understand that the court system here, the DFACS in Georgia, the Department of Family and Children's Services, has removed the children from this home. Quinton's older brother and
okay, he got me for a second. I'm like, wait a minute now, but he's got it right. It just took him a second. So Billie Jo did have custody, he's saying, but they've been removed, which is correct. Sometimes you never know. You'd be surprised, like, at the things they can get wrong.
But the mother has been free to roam. We saw in the story that we saw her out at the beach one night. There was one point during this a couple of weeks ago where there were protesters in front of the home. This mother, this grandmother, one of the brothers, and uncle, and friends were sitting out across the street from the protesters, chanting back at them.
Holy moly. Let's go back to that, y'all. I got to see this. I'm sorry. Oh, my God.
Friends were sitting out across the street.
So the house is, yeah, what is she filming? Oh, she's doing like reverse cam. Okay, never mind. It's just, I find it a little bit funny they added that in here. Let's keep listening.
From the protesters chanting back at.
You know, we focused a lot on the mom and the talk of what she had to do with Quinton's death.
Hey, shakes her
fist. You've also
fist.
been trying to reach out to her boyfriend, and his name was mentioned in the piece, Daniel Youngkin. Where is he now, and what do we know about his possible involvement?
Daniel Youngkin was.
It is Molly Golightly that was in the video, and Betty and Olivia. And yeah, this is really interesting. Let's hear what they have to say about Danny. It's just so crazy when a big network picks something up. We've kind of been watching all of this. Let's see what they get and what they can find out that we haven't, if anything.
Was the last person to see Quinton Simon, according to police. He left the home around 6 a.m. on October 5th. He was going to work. That's the story that this family told the police, and then the police told us. We know that Daniel Youngkin has packed up and left town. The last place, the only known address we have for him, is in Dunn, North Carolina. That's just outside of Raleigh.
I didn't realize until not too long ago how close he is to me, you guys. He's like 2 hours away from me, which is interesting. But, you know, the fact that he left, to a lot of people, it shows, you know, some suspicion and guiltiness.
We sent our crew from the news.
To me, I don't know they'd separate, but let's hear. They must have sent their crew down there. Let's see what happened.
Nation affiliate there to knock on his door. There were cars out front, but he wasn't home. We do know that he's been arrested at least twice there before. But so far, since October 5th, we haven't seen Daniel Youngkin.
Another development in this case, Brett, that caught my attention as I was looking through some of your reports, the grandfather, the father of Quinton's biological dad,
Hey,
was
Michelle.
killed in a hit and run recently. Is that related at all to this case? What do you know?
Police haven't, the last we've heard from the detectives, that's in Burke County. It's about 90 miles northwest of Savannah. The last thing we heard is that investigators there are still hoping that someone will give them a tip. They're still looking for the driver involved in that hit and run. But
My God, I guess I wasn't keeping up, but I would have assumed they would have found the person by now. I mean, you think when you hit somebody to the point of killing them, your vehicle surely would have some damage.
just the tragedy around Quinton Simon's biological father. He lost his son, obviously. Police believe the little boy's dead in the dump. He also lost his mother just a few weeks ago. In fact, a week before he lost his dad, his mom died. And then his dad had a flat tire on the side of the road, according to the deputies there, and was walking back towards his house when he was hit and killed by a car. Police haven't linked that case to this case, but certainly.
Let me ask you guys quickly. I want to look at your comments for a second, but if you believe that it's possibly related, just for speculation purposes and conversation, put a 1 in the chat. I personally don't, but I've seen some people who thought so. Hey, Mountain Mama. Oh, how cool. Smoky Mountains. They're beautiful. Found out it was Danny. Well, wasn't his eviction notice to vacate November 1st? Lisa, my memory is not as good as yours because the dates do not stick like that. So I'm not sure. Oh, I'm glad, Michelle. I love my chat and mods too. So let's see. What was the question? Do you think that his dad could, his dad being hit could be related at all? There are a couple. Let's see. Slim says 1. Sky. Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. Jordan says no. Tina says yes. So there are some people. Gold Girl. One hell of a night. A lot of 2s. No. Did you hear it, Muffy? No, yes. Not related. Just coincidence. Have you guys ever heard that? Just coincidence. I know what you meant, Michelle. That deaths come in groups of 3. That's kind of like an old, what do you call that? An old wives' tale. Hey, Lucia. 1.5, I don't know. Okay, let's keep.
Tragedy just all around for Quinton's father.
Has anybody been arrested in the hit and run?
Absolutely not. We just checked with deputies there last week. They haven't made any developments in this. They're still asking in Burke County if you have any information about the death of this man. The car left the scene. They found the guy laying in the middle of a rural highway, and they don't have a lot of evidence to go on as they look for leads.
Wow, just a big dark cloud hanging over this family. And as we look at these images of Quinton on the screen, it is just so heartbreaking to think what may have happened to him.
Well, show us.
We see this landfill search. It's been going on since October 18th. Do police believe that they will find him there? What is the likelihood, and how long will they continue to search?
Good question. Let's see what he says. But they're not bringing a ton of new information. However, they're keeping the story out there, which it has kind of dwindled down a little bit. And we still have 1 video to go, so maybe I'm wrong.
It's very difficult. We know in searches like this, I'm sure you've covered them before. It's very difficult if you're not there in just the days after this.
You guys, look at that. I wonder what their organizational process looks like. How are they doing that? And they have the tarp over here.
There's not some key piece of evidence that takes you right to that landfill. Trash continues to come in. The police have told us that they knew it was going to be difficult when they started this landfill search to find anything.
November, I
think.
The
police chief says that his officers and this team
they had a
from the
month,
FBI,
I believe.
now the Georgia Department of Natural Resources joining that search just this week. They all say they are very devoted to continue until they find Quinton's remains. It's not just so they have that key piece of evidence.
Thank God. Let me rewind that because I want to hear word for word how he says this. I've not heard these exact words. I have not, we've seen just now they don't have an end date.
Case search just this week. They all say they are very devoted to continue until they find Quinton's remains. It's not just so they have that key piece of evidence in this case, but it's also so they can take this 20-month-old little boy and give him a proper final resting place.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button.
Thank you, beautiful Michelle. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's right here. Did you know pause. This is off topic, but I gotta bring it up. Did you guys hear that Brian Laundrie's estate was ordered to pay Gabby Petito's family $3 million? Which that means a judge finds their claims, Gabby's family's lawyers' claims to be true, which, if y'all remember, it was that they knew ahead of time. And they had a lot of reasons why they said, I would love to see the evidence. Once the case is closed, I want to do a FOIA and see what we can request. I've done a FOIA on his death, like as soon as it happened, and I've never heard anything back. But I figured that I would not, But yeah, I know it is good. But like I said, now I want to see the evidence. That makes me want to know what exactly they had, because you can make all the claims you want, right? We read through their claims, but they had to have some sort of evidence to back it up. And the family will get less than $30K most likely. Well, who said what? He's probably right, because Brian Laundrie had a bank account with like $20,000 in it. Hey, Miss Allie. Maybe we can get it, Jordan, and see what we can go through. They did know my friend's uncle was one of the FBI agents on the case. Oh, my God. That's really freaking cool, F-Bomb Mom. And I love your name. I love saying it. I'm an F-Bomb Mom, too. Yes, me too, sis. And, like, any emails or phone records, things they had to put in, they stand almost shoulder to shoulder. A load of trash is dumped on a platform, and then they sift through every bit of it. When he came back without Gabby, that should have been their signal to call the police. Absolutely. That is an immediate what the F, right? I thought the same thing. And something happened. Hey, Bieber, did I say hi? Because I saw your name, and I don't know if I said it. I know I thought it. Ooh, that's true, sis. Do a follow-up request. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Me too. I've got nothing so far. I went through that case with a fine-tooth comb, analyzed his letters, and went deep into the metal behind him. Oh, my God, let's do it. I would love that. Let's try to see if we can get some records and collab on going through them. Now that the case is closed, I bet you we could even look on, like, certain court websites and get some stuff. You talking about Xavier Bieber? I'm sorry, Allie. 3-year-old granddaughter repeats everything. Oh, yes, I remember those days. Bentley knows if I slip, he's not allowed to repeat it. But also, if I slip, I have to pay the jar. We have a jar. Okay.
There's a simple combination of natural ingredients that will help you poop out pounds of old rotten waste in your colon within just a matter of days.
The search continues this morning in Georgia for a missing toddler.
I assumed it was Brian Quinton because the tweet said in the missing series, which he is usually who does it. Maybe he'll be on this one. I only watched the one we just saw, so I have not seen this.
Named Quinton Simon. The 20-month-old was last seen 6 weeks ago on October 5th in Savannah, and police fear the worst. They are now looking for any shred of evidence.
Hey, Vexing.
From our News Nation affiliate WSAV in Savannah has been covering this case since the very beginning, and this morning has a closer look at the search.
6 weeks ago, when 911 dispatchers took the call from Quinton's mom.
Wait.
At the search.
6 weeks ago. When 911 dispatchers took the call from Quinton's the toddler, her 1-year-old son is missing. Or at least that's the story. Police were told. The search.
Have you guys heard any of that 911 call? Am I crazy? Hey, Hey, Blinda Binda. Or Blinda Binda. I don't know which one, but what's up? My heart aches so much every time I see that precious angel. I know. Oh. Yeah, Bieber is awesome. You've heard the call, Angela? Like, has it, and maybe my memory's just bad, but I don't recall hearing that. Okay, but let's keep going.
For Quinton Simon was big. In the air with helicopters and a drone. On the ground with a search dog. Police on horseback and officers knocking on door. The story Leilani Simon told. In the words of her mom,
Leilani's story doesn't add up.
This is a well done video.
Since that day, we've learned Billy Joe Howell custody of Quinton and his older brother. But Billy Joe told us she left the 20-month-old little boy at home.
The dispatch, okay,
mom.
Pointer Lover.
Billy Joe's husband told us Quinton's mom is a liar.
Because she's lied to us so many times. And I don't know. It's just.
Wait, so is Brett Buffington part of News Nation? I know.
He just likes to lie.
On the day that Quinton Simon was last seen, his mom was serving 2 different probation sentences, had just been ordered to pay child support, and after a fight with her mom, Leilani and her boyfriend were being evicted from mother's house. The police incident report from that fight accused.
I don't know if I've even seen this either. On Wednesday, let me turn this off. I'm going to look at this for a moment. On Wednesday, September 7th of 2022 at 4:07, I responded to a domestic dispute. I made contact with a complainant identified as Leilani. Leilani said her and her mother had an altercation regarding some clothes that were in the wash. Leilani said she removed her clothes so that her mother could use the washer. Leilani said they had a disagreement verbally about how things were, and she said her mother got in her face and shoved her. Leilani said she hit a wall and felt that her elbow was red from the wall. Leilani said her 2 kids were around, and she called to put a stop to the issues between her and her mom, as she said she did not want her kids around that. Leilani's elbow was red, however, there was no signs of bruising. I made contact with the mother, identified as Billy Joe. Miss Howe said she was having issues with her daughter as she wanted to use her washer and it was in use. Miss Howe said she was frustrated as she takes care of the household and pays all of the bills. Miss Howe said her daughter lives there, 2 kids and the daughter's boyfriend. Miss Howe said she got in an argument with her daughter, Leilani, and said after her daughter screamed at the top of her lungs in her face, she shoved her. Leilani said she was on probation and did not want the conflict to escalate and said that was why she called. Leilani said she did not want her mother to face charges. Leilani was advised she could go to the courthouse and attempt to get warrants taken out if she wished. Leilani said she understood. Miss Powell's son came to pick her up to remove her from the situation. Miss Howe agreed to separate from the situation for some time to avoid conflict. Miss Howe said she may have to evict them. Miss Howe's son advised that his mother was tired, as he said the daughter has a history of stealing from the mother and buying drugs with that money, and says this problem goes back very far. Miss Howe left the scene with her son for at least a few days. Have not seen that before, you guys. They ruled Debbie and Unala a suit. Are you kidding me? Oh, we got to go look at that in a second. You're kidding me, right? Holy. Yeah, we're totally going to look at that after this, but I have not seen this report. This shows that Leilani was getting violent with her mama. Leilani, if you see this, I hope you know that is absolutely uncalled for and not okay. One day you won't have your mama no more. She's sitting there taking care of you, paying all the bills, working, taking care of the kids. Or let's see. Billy shoved her because she's got in her face and screamed at the top of her lungs. Regardless, you don't treat your mom like that. I'm sorry, not when she's taking care of you and stuff. Not ever. Holy moly, you guys. Barb, the news, we're watching 2 new videos, 2 new reports that came out today. And I don't know if Cher's down there. Please don't come in here starting stuff. I'm really not going to do it tonight. Does anyone not think Leilani is guilty? I don't. I think there's a reason police think she's the prime suspect. Me too, crazy mama. I'll fight over my mom, and it won't nobody talk to her that way. And I damn sure won't. She's trying to say Danny's at fault, not her. Leilani has no respect for nothing, let alone her own, especially her mother. I can only imagine what really went down between them in that home. Those poor babies stuck in there. Thank you, Michelle. I know this is about baby Quinn. Absolutely. You can do it here, Angela. That's okay. Yeah, it did, Debbie. The report said 2 kids. It sure did. Hey, Amanda. I've not seen this. Let's see. It definitely says 2 kids. Here, hold on. If you look right here, where my mouse is circling, it says it right there. You want to get bent?
Yeah, I called your friend like a couple times.
Well, answer it. Hold on, you guys, 1 sec. Okay, you guys. Holy moly. Have you ever heard of American Recovery Project? No, I have not. I think she's just guilty for knowing what's going on, not protecting the kids. Oh, that got away from me. Hey, everyone coming in. Dr. Phil's in chat. Oh my gosh, Chrissy, that's funny. Okay, let's keep playing this and we'll hear the rest. I have not seen that report, so I'm wondering if News Nation got that. They must have.
Report from that fight accused Leilani of stealing money to buy drugs. You want to blame me? While Quinton's been missing, his grandmother and his babysitter got into this emotionally fueled shouting match.
My baby's not dead.
His mom was seen out drinking.
That is just so sad to see. Never seen. It's funny. All of the emotions we've watched Billy Joe go through, we have not seen that with Leilani.
At a beach bar. Protesters got so rowdy in front of the house where Quinton lived that police have essentially made it impossible for those protesters to stay. The biggest question: what happened to Quinton?
The that we have so far, based on multiple search warrants and interviews, has led us to the conclusion that Quinton is deceased.
The story that police have put together, according to Chatham County's police chief, is Quinton Simon didn't wander off. Investigators believe the little boy was tossed in a
It's cold. Oh.
Sorry, you guys. The kids are running through here. Does he have his phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut the door. Thank you. Sorry, you guys.
dumpster like garbage. And for more than a month now, a small army has been digging through the trash in this landfill, looking for Quinton's remains.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red
Okay, you
subscribe
guys.
button below.
Let me see. I can't
for
get it
more
to
of News
stop.
Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Cannot get it to stop. Holy smokes. Okay, so that was the new thing from News Nation. It is sad. That was really well done. It really, really was. Said, hey, Benny, he's already gone now. Hitting her mother. Come on, let's just call it a day. Or screaming in her face. I don't know, Luana. I honestly have no absolute idea. Hey, Benny. I call him that all the time. Okay, so let me see. Now let's go. I want to go eat with my kids. So let's go look and see what they've said about Debbie. Okay. Angela, I've heard about this. Do you have I need more because I want to see from them, hear from them, see whatever they've had to say about it. But I have heard about this. Okay. 1 second. I can't believe that they found Debbie's case. Wow. Wow. I wonder if there's a video out about it yet. Filters. We'll just do today. So there's nothing here. Is it just let me do a search on Twitter. I'll bring you guys over to Twitter with me actually, because we'll do a little quick search for Quinton too. I had done one. I didn't see anything except for them sharing that new series we just watched. That's really the only thing happening. I'm getting sick, you guys. I can feel it in my lungs. Okay. Debbie, I cannot believe this. Breaking now. Debbie Collier's death ruled a suicide. Let's go look at the article. Holy smokes, you guys. Now I got to screen share that. It's just the way it works. I'm sorry. Oh my God. This is insanity. We're taking a little detour. Just get off the screen. Breaking now. Debbie Collier's death ruled a suicide. The state medical examiner's office has ruled Debbie Collier's death a suicide. Autopsy results released this week revealed that Athens woman died from inhalation of superheated gases, thermal injuries, and hydrocodone intoxication, says Habersham County Deputy Coroner Ken Franklin. On September 11th, law enforcement found her partially nude and burned body in the woods near Tallulah Falls in northern Habersham County. Franklin says the autopsy results are consistent with what he saw at the scene. It's pretty evident that she started the fire. From what I saw and what I considered to be the case is that this was a self-inflicted death, but I was relying on the results of the autopsy and the doctor at the lab to make the final call, Franklin says. In a recent appearance on the podcast Crime on the Record, Collier's daughter, Amanda Bearden, indicated she believed her mother killed herself. Reflecting on the days leading up to her mother's death, Bearden says her mother had shared with her some key intimate things and was giving away things. Looking back on it, it just almost seemed like she was giving me all her things, Bearden says. The last time she saw her mother alive, Bearden said Debbie had tears in her eyes. I'd never seen her that sad. Amanda has been under intense scrutiny since the investigation into her mother's death began 68 days ago. She has been made in the media of her history of much has been made in the media of her substance abuse and volatile relationship with her boyfriend. Adding to that scrutiny was the cryptic message and money she received the day before her mother was found. At 3:17, they talk about the text with the flower pot and all of that. Holy moly. While Collier's son, Jeffrey Bearden, has been highly critical of how local investigators have handled this case, his sister praised them for their efforts. In her interview, she specifically called out lead investigator George Kaysen for taking her mother's passing seriously. He was fired up. He genuinely acted like this was his mother out there. The criticism that law enforcement has been given, it hasn't been from me. Wow. This afternoon, Now Habersham reached out to Sheriff Terrell and Chief Deputy Kogod for an update on the investigation. Only he responded stating, "We do not have anything to release at this time." Yeah, he said it was personal and targeted. Wow, you guys. I just cannot believe that. I really cannot believe it. Let me see if there's anything else that we can find. Holy cow. That is unbelievable. Wow. Breaking, ruled a suicide. Crime on their record. They're live. That's Amanda's family that did the interview. Someone said bullshit. Wow. There we go. Okay, you guys, what do you all think about this? Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Hard to believe, but absolutely possible. Hey, Granny, I cannot believe it. They ruled Debbie's death a suicide. What in the hell is happening here? It's me. I said bullshit. Someone sets themselves on fire, what? And the half naked and that. I don't know. And why drive so far just to do that? And oh gosh, I don't know. It is law enforcement. The court, they released the county coroner's office released her cause of death, which was inhalation of toxic fumes and thermal burning and something else like that. Maybe she had cancer or another illness. That's possible, Hattie. That's a good, I hadn't thought about something like that, but why not I don't know. It just seems like a very painful, difficult way. Angela, you got to email me. We got to talk about this. That is very, very interesting. I don't buy it. No way. Hey, and Xantor, I don't buy it. It's me. I said bullshit. Nobody buys it. What the hell, y'all? Hey, West Virginia holler girl. I grew up in them West Virginia hollers. Raising hell. Is Nana, was she in here? I didn't even realize it was. Wouldn't you write a letter? You would think. Just like Kylie was an accident, I call BS. Yeah, how'd she drive there safely? And under the influence of opioids? Weird. Isn't that something Amanda has struggled with? I'm sorry, Allie. Maybe try that music in a little bit. Hey, Steph B. It depends on the hydrocodone level at death and the metabolites. I didn't know you. Hey, Amber, I didn't know that you could die from, I don't know. It would take probably a lot, wouldn't it? I guess if you didn't have a tolerance, no, but. You do, Lynn? Holy cow. Lynn said she also knows someone who tried to do that way in their own yard. She was supposedly giving away her stuff, yet Amanda had just got to town. I thought about that, like the day, like within the last 2 days before it happened, right? Or was it the night before? Okay, I didn't see it, but I will check it for sure. Someone is positive it's Amanda. Well, that's all right. The Venmo says for script, was the husband cheating? Lord have mercy, y'all. I don't even know. See you later. I got this. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, and she knew right where to go. Remember? Was the Venmo a typo? They won't let me go, or a riddle? There you go. Why, if it was why would she say that? This makes no sense. Yes, I do, West Virginia Holla girl. I've had to suppress that side of myself in my older years, but I know just what you're talking about. Raise hell. Oh, my. She was half naked. She absolutely was. I don't know, you guys. I'm just completely mind blown. She took a month's worth at one time. She would just quit breathing. I worked in mental health. Yes, folks do set themselves on fire sometimes. That sounds like a very painful, tough way to go. Kayla's like, wait a minute. This is not making sense here. You're pretty, Kayla. They can suppress your respirations. As a mother, I can't see her giving so much to her daughter, but yet not even communicating with her son that she was having some mental health needs. It just doesn't make sense. I do too, Ava. I guess we'll probably be getting new details as the night, happens. And I know you guys probably have your favorite channels that have covered this case. Let me think. I think both Kelly and Amber, Brittany, Melissa. I think the Deets on the Streets and Conspiracy, those clip channels. Teresa probably covered it. You guys, I know you've talked about it at least in a chat about several cases over on Criminality, Michelle. Here, I'll put my email on the screen really quick. Holy cow. All right, you guys. I don't think it's impossible what happened to Debbie. Well, you're not the only one. She did it, the police. She did a lot for someone supposedly so messed up. I can barely light the cig, let alone myself. It's that is true. That is very true. I don't know, you guys. I would love to know that, Slim. Her last wishes was for her daughter to know the key was under the blue pot. And we did once before in the beginning. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys will probably cover whatever, happens from here. Bieber, I'd love to see her go in lab more. Another awesome channel. When I was on opioids back in the day, I would burn myself all the time. I'd fall asleep smoking a cigarette and burn my knees, like my actual skin. At one point, I had 6 burns on 3 on each leg. It was awful. I don't know. No, I don't mind, Kels. That's okay. I hope you don't mind me mentioning Allegedly Innocent had a really good live the other night showing the comparison of the body of the person in the store and the boyfriend. Ooh, that'd be interesting to see. Yes, Michelle, I'm excited too. I'm ready to get right on it. That'll be fun. Yeah, who is they? If it's if you're, I don't know. I just don't know why you wouldn't. Why would you say they won't let me go? It doesn't make sense, you guys. Maybe we'll uncover it. Did Nadie? Yeah, Nady, they ruled. Oh, she's on a call. I see. Okay. You guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. Ooh, well, I'm going live tonight. No, I know. No, promote yourself in here. You barely went live at all. Are you kidding me? And I know you're not like that. I love you, and I love your channel, and I believe in you. So do it all you want. If I mention you guys in your channel, I want you to tell us when you're going live. So just like criminality and all the channels I mentioned. I love you guys. And I just like, I want to support you guys too. So thank you, girl. I love you, Steffa. All right, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. I guess we'll see what happens. The voice is in her head. Chrissy, maybe. And Xantor, you have a great night too. Oh, thank you, Vicky. All right, you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.